In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB bet slate for Friday, June 27th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our MLB bet slate we got going on for Friday. But before we dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at BetSetChefD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 10.1 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm so you can grow to a much broader audience. All right, now for the Wednesday video here, we went 3-2. Astros came through late on that Wednesday slate to give us over 500 record, and we continue to do that. It's just what, 3 in a row, over 500, and the first one was a sweep. So we have been really hot right now, especially on Patreon. I gave out 2 really top plays here. My 2 top plays were the Tigers, as you can see, that cash at minus 154, and I gave out the New York Mets here, and that cash at night. They beat the Atlanta Braves 4-0. So 2 top plays, cash in the Patreon. If you want to join the community that we're building right now, if you want to find out the World Series futures, if you want to get ready for the NFL season 2, because futures are going to be coming out for that very soon as well, you click on that link provided down below. Get connected. You're getting full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. First up in PNC Park here, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates 32-50 going against the New York Mets 48-34. Looking at the pitching matchup here, we have David Peterson 5-3 with a 2.98 ERA going against Mitch Keller 1-10 with a 4.02 ERA. If we're looking at the current odds for this one here, we have the Mets as road favorites minus 160 with the comeback of the Pirates at a plus 135. Total run set at 8.5. Public bet percentage here, 82% of the bets and money towards the Mets. For the total run, 60% of the bet, 68% of the money towards the under 8.5 in this game here. Mets coming off back-to-back wins against the Braves, and Pittsburgh coming off back-to-back losses against the Brewers. All right, for David Peterson here, on the road, he pitches slightly worse, but still a good ERA, 3.86 ERA on the road, a 237 batting average, so that's a positive sign there with the batting average. If we're looking at his advanced numbers on the road, he's given up a little bit of power to righties, a 1.13 home run per 9, and an 11% walk rate. So opportunities to righties here in this lineup. But he, other than that, versus lefties, 243 average, 1.20 whip, solid numbers across the board here. We just got to watch out for the righties with walks and home runs. That's where he could definitely give up some runs here against this Pittsburgh Pirates team, despite the fact they're not that good offensively, all right? For Mitch Keller, in the Pirates here, he pitches worse at home, 4.58 ERA at home, a 275 batting average, so much increased here, a low strikeout rate as well. And if we're looking at his advanced numbers, he's giving up power to lefties, a 1.04 home run per 9, very low strikeout rate to lefties as well at 14%, and a 300 batting average and a 1.58 whip. So lefties here, and the Mets have a ton of lefties that they can definitely attack Mitch Keller with. We're talking about Francisco Lindor, Nimmo, Juan Soto, Jeff McNeil, and Brett Beatty, and their rookie, Ronnie Marcio. So they can go 5 to 6 lefties here and really make it uncomfortable for Mitch Keller. I think the ball continues to roll here for the New York Mets. Give me the Mets on the money line. I like that minus 160. Secondary play, I can definitely see the over 8.5 in this game. Peterson gave up some home runs, and I definitely like the Mets offense against Mitch Keller as well. In Yankee Stadium here, we have the Yankees 46-34 going up against the Athletics 33-50. Pitching matchup in this one, Mitch Spence 2-2 with a 3.84 ERA going up against Will Warren 4-4 with a 4.66 ERA. Current odds for this matchup here, we have the Yankees as home favorites minus 220 with the comeback of the Athletics at a plus 180. Total runs at 8.5. Public bet percentage here, 92% of the bets, 95% of the money all over the Yankees. For the total runs, 54% of the bets, 55% of the money towards the over 8.5 in the total. This pitching matchup that we're going to be looking at, we're going to start off with Mitch Spence. He has pitched very well outside of Sacramento in that AAA ballpark here, a 2.10 ERA, a solid average as well at 218. If we're looking at his advanced numbers, he's given no power to righties at all. Here, great average to righties of 155 and a below 1 whip as well. We do have to watch out for his lefties. Okay, against lefties here, he's giving up a 333 batting average and a 1.50 whip. All right, so that's the two things there. If we're looking at the xFIP, there should be some progression as well. So that's a positive note to see on Mitch Spence. Getting righties out and having a little tough time with lefties, but there is progression coming on that side as well. Will Warren on the other end, solid at home, 3.79 ERA and a low average at 211. He's really, really good strikeout artist versus righties. And the thing about this Athletics team, it is righty dominant. All right. They only put out one lefty here. And looking at the numbers versus righties here for Will Warren at home, 0.48 home run per nine, super low, 40% strikeout rate, 182 batting average. So this is a phenomenal spot here for Will Warren and for Mitch Spence. This is definitely making me lean towards the better value in the total of under 8.5. If I had to go with a secondary play will be Yankees on the money line or even Athletics plus 1.5. I don't see the Yankees winning by more than one, and I do see this game close in a pitching duel. So I would go with the total. Give me the under 8.5 secondary play, Athletics plus 1.5. In Great American Ballpark here, we have the Cincinnati Reds going to be against the San Diego Padres here. Reds 42-39, Padres 44-36. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Dylan Cease 3-6 with a 4.43 ERA. Going up against Nick Martinez here, 4-8 with a 4.40 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this one here, we have the Padres at home. Padres on the road -140 with the comeback of the Reds at a +120. Total runs at 9. Public bet percentage here, 66% of the bets, 68% of the money for the Padres. For the total runs, 71% of the bets and money towards the under 9 in the total. If we're looking at this matchup here, we're going to kick things off with Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease, if you're looking at his road ERA, you take that with a grain of salt here. 6.26 ERA. That's from 3 matchups here. He got blown up earlier in the season, 9 runs against the Athletics at the beginning of the season. Dodgers, he gave up 6 runs about a couple weeks ago. And then the Braves, he gave up 3. So those were the 3 big blow-ups. Other than that, he has been stellar. Even look at the strikeout rate. 52 strikeouts in 41 innings. He's been pretty good. Look at these numbers. Below 1 home run per 9, below 0.5 against righties, 31% strikeout rate to righties, 26% strikeout rate to lefties. The walk rate is below 10. You see the batting average versus righties at 284. Whip is at 1.48, but he's not giving up power and he's getting strikeouts. So these are really positive signs here. xFIP is at 2.76 versus righties as well. I like Dylan Cease. Besides the here and there blow-up spot, and is few and far between. Other than that, he has been dominant striking out guys this year, especially righties. And he looks good against this Reds team here. Now, Nick Martinez on the other end, he has a 3.89 ERA at home, 236 batting average. His issue in Great American Small Park is power. So Dylan Cease can limit that. Nick Martinez, on the other hand, is giving up power, 2.45 home run per 9 versus righties, in a very low strikeout rate, 17% strikeout rate to righties, and he's giving up a 280 batting average as well. So this is definitely a spot where that Padres lineup and the Padres righties can definitely get on top of him and create some space. So this game here, I'm loving the Padres here. Give me the Padres on the money line, -140. Secondary play, I would go with team total over for the Padres as a secondary play. In the progressive field here, we have the Cleveland Guardians here, 40-41, going against the St. Louis Cardinals, 44-38. Looking at the current pitching matchup here, Sonny Gray, 7-2 with a 3.72 ERA, going up against Luis L. Ortiz here, 4-8 with a 4.30 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this one here, we have the Cardinals as road favorites, -130 with the comeback of the Guardians at a +110. Total runs at an 8.5. Public bet percentage here, 71% of the bets, 73% of the money, all over St. Louis. And for the total here, 66% of the bets, 61% of the money towards the under 8.5 on the total. All right, looking at this matchup here, starting off with Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray has had some big home and road splits here. 2.76 at home, 5.88 on the road, and the average is backing that up as well. On the road, he's giving up a 284 batting average. We're digging deep here. He's just giving up way too much power to lefties and righties. A 2.13 home run per nine versus righties and a 2.03 versus lefties. He's giving up a 300 batting average versus lefties as well and a 1.58 whip. So watching out for lefties and power to both hands there. So this is going to be a tough spot here going up against Cleveland, and you got Sonny Gray, who's great at home, but on the road is definitely, it's home run derby time when you see Sonny Gray on the road. All right, now for Luis L. Ortiz, he's been solid at home, 3 ERA even. He has a great strikeout rate, 42 strikeouts in 33 innings, and a very good average at 236. Looking at his splits here, he's a lefty? No, he's a righty. So looking at his splits here, he's been fantastic versus righty. So let me. All right, so he's been fantastic versus righties. 0 home run per 9, 36% strikeout rate versus righties as well. That's fantastic. 246 average, 1.22 whip. We got to watch out for the lefties here because Lewis is giving up power to lefties. A 2.40 home run per 9. He's striking them out at a good rate at 24%, but it has a 12% walk rate. So lefties here are his weakness. He is super strong against righties. And looking at this lineup here with the Cardinals, the lefties he's going to have to face, it's going to be 3. So Brendan Donovan, Alec Burleson, and Nolan Gorman. That's all he has to get through. And I think I'm going to bank on Luis L. Ortiz to get through these lefties and dominate the righties. Guardians are a live underdog here. We're going to go with main play here. Main play, Guardians on the money line. We're going for it here. Give me the Guardians on the money line, main play. Secondary play, I can lean towards the over in the total. No, we'll do Guardians team total over. I think they can definitely get towards Sonny Gray in this game here. Last but not least here in guaranteed rate field, Chicago White Sox 26-55 going against the San Francisco Giants here 44-37. Pitching matchup in this one, Landon Rupp is 5-5 with 3.67 ERA. Going against Aaron Savale, 1-4 with a 5.03 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, we have the Giants as road favorites, -165, with the comeback of the White Sox at a +140. Total run set at 8.5. Public bet percentage here, 86% of the bets, 95% of the money towards the Giants. Secondary bets here of the total runs, 62% of the bets, and money towards the under 8.5 on the total. So looking at this pitching matchup here, Landon Rupp has been really good for the Giants here at home. It's a much different environment here on the road. 5.14 ERA on the road compared to 1.85 at home in that very spacious ballpark in San Francisco. And if we're looking at his numbers here, advanced numbers on the road, 1.66 home run per 9, 1.33 home run per 9 versus lefties. So definitely giving up power to both, giving up 13% essentially here to a walk rate here to lefties as well, and a 287 batting average and a 1.52 whip. 1.62 whip against lefties as well. So he's really struggling against lefties, giving up power and walks, and he's struggling giving to righties here with home run power and average. So this is definitely a spot here where we can see, despite the fact these are poor bats here in Chicago, they still can put up some runs. They definitely look decent in this one. Looking at the White Sox here, with Aaron Savali, he has been bad. Period. This is second baseball team this year, and as you can see, he's bad against righties and bad against lefties. A 1.93 home run per nine versus righties, a 1.76 home run per nine against lefties. So bad versus righties and lefties here. Giving up a 300 batting average to righties and a 1.55 whip. I think that the Giants bats can definitely get towards him. I'm seeing a lot of runs in this one. I'm going to go against the public and against the Sharps. Top play in this one for me is going to be over 8.5 runs in this game where Landon Robb struggles on the road and Aaron Savali just being bad. Secondary play is going to be Giants on the money line as a secondary play. But I think that both teams can put together over 8.5 runs as my top play. That's going to be our selection for the Friday slate. Let me know in that comment section down below if you agree or disagree. We can definitely debate about that. Also, guys, sign up for that Patreon. You click on that link provided down below. You're getting full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7.